Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name's Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Apperson. Good morning. What day is this?
No idea.
It's a Monday. I walked out this morning. I'm like, I got to set the trash out. No, wait a minute. You did that yesterday, Brent. It's Tuesday.
Yeah. Double Monday or Tuesday after a holiday, right? Yeah. Well, the weather for the actually most part was very, very nice for the holiday. It turned off much better than projected earlier last week, and I think people were able to get out and enjoy the outdoors and take in the Memorial Day ceremonies that took place through the weekend, and there were a lot of those that went well with all the good weather, a little breezy here and there, but, this time of year, pretty darn nice.
Yesterday was beautiful.
It was.
I thought yesterday was just beautiful.
Nice, cool breeze.
Yeah.
Maybe a little breezy if you were out on the lake, but sitting on the porch, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully you enjoyed the holiday weekend. It is Tuesday, and it is time to try to get back on track for a while here. We don't have another holiday till the 4th of July, and that one is kind of a short one usually, so we'll enjoy the past one and try to collect ourselves for this week.
There you go.
Got a busy day today. We have lots of guests coming in, little makeup here. We're going to have the grocery cart specials for you in just a little bit. I want to go back and talk about the tournament that was covered on Saturday, right? Was it Saturday?
Tournament. Oh, you're probably talking about the All-Star basketball games that we covered. Yeah, went to Mullen, and back in 2022, they started a neat little thing where they got together with the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference and the Minuteman Activities Conference, a conference that includes teams and schools that are more out in western Nebraska. And so back in 2022, they started kind of an all-star basketball game between the two conferences, and we got the opportunity to go and do that on Saturday. It was the third annual one now. And so, yeah, had a great time. Got to see our good friend Gavin Higgins, Higgy, who kind of lives over in that area, came and helped us out for Saturday. So it was fun working with him, and it was great being able to, see these, for us, especially for the Mid-Nebraska Activities Conference, which is the one that we follow pretty closely because it includes so many of our area teams, an opportunity to watch those kids who, we've been watching for 4 years, and to get to call their name one last time before they head off to do other things after recently graduating from high school. That was a real thrill for us, always is. So we appreciate Chris Kunsel, the superintendent of Mullen Schools, who I think was kind of the one who spearheaded this whole thing and kind of got it to come to reality. So we appreciate him and everybody at Mullen Schools who helped us get set up and allowed us to be there to broadcast it, not just on the radio, but on a live video stream as well. So we enjoyed being there, and it was a great time.
Great sponsorship. We had a number of businesses who sponsored the audio and the video streaming, and I know my mom had really enjoyed watching the stream on her big TV. And
good.
So I'm sure a lot of other people did that because it was a busy weekend. And then here in Broken Bow, the baseball tournament I don't know if a tournament. I guess it was a tournament.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Had 3 teams join Broken Bow for a seniors early bird classic, is what they called it, over the weekend. And boy, good baseball was played. Man, 4 really good teams, I think, were involved in that. Broken Bow, St. Paul Alliance, and Imperial. Broken Bow ended up going 2-1 over the weekend. So, congratulations to them. And of course, you got Spirit softball in the full swing of things. So here we go, my friend. It's summertime.
It is full steam ahead on the summer activities. And, we were also blessed with some nice college baseball over the weekend, too, for Nebraska.
What a run. It's not easy to lose your first game and then get blown out in your first game of a double elimination tournament in the Big Ten, in any conference college baseball tournament, to lose your first one and then come all the way back through the elimination bracket and win the whole thing. That was great. My wife and I were out decorating graves on Sunday, so I was listening to the game. Didn't get a chance to watch the championship on Sunday, but just listening to it, what a great baseball game. I mean, both starting pitchers were really good and solid. A dramatic ending, a home run to tie it. The winning run for Nebraska comes in the top of the 9th inning. Then you bring in your Big Ten pitcher of the year, who has never had a save in his life, come in and close it out in the bottom of the 9th inning. That was, I don't know if you could have asked for anything better for a championship game if you were a Nebraska fan.
Well, it was one of those games where everything was hairline. I mean, everything was really close. And if Nebraska wouldn't have stole second in that inning, they may not have scored. I mean, there was all sorts of little nuances because it was such a tight ball game. Pitching was wonderful. And all the games, except for that first one, and all of the competitors that Nebraska played were top-notch. I don't know, really, if you could ask for better college baseball games to watch and or listen to, because it was just so sharp. I mean, they were just good, well-played games.
Yeah.
So you don't always get that at college level. You don't always get that even at the professional level. And people do, even really good teams, get blown out.
Yes.
Such as Nebraska did, but they didn't let that bother them, and they came all the way back through. And yes, to lose your first game in a tournament, your odds of making it even to the championship are slim. All you got to do is have a little mistake, a couple errors, and you're out of the tournament.
Yeah.
And but when you have hitting like Nebraska displayed, both base hits and the long ball, and getting in position to score, it was marvelous. It was a lot of fun to listen to and or watch. So we'll get ready for their next tournament, which is a big one.
Yeah, they've made it to the. They were selected to play in the, well, I guess you'd call it the Stillwater Regional, where Oklahoma State is the top seed in the little 4-team regional that they put together in the NCAA baseball tournament. Nebraska is the number 2 seed, and they will play Florida on Friday afternoon. I think first pitch is set for 2 o'clock. So we will plan to broadcast that for you on KBBN 95.3 FM. Coverage time would be 1:30 on Friday afternoon as the Huskers play in the regional coming up this weekend.
All right. Before we get too far along here, let's take a look at a couple of things here we wanted to tell you about and actually thank some more sponsors. We had the Memorial Day program on KCNI this past weekend. We also had all the salutes the last couple of weeks or so. We want to thank Bow Family Furniture, Agribest Feeds, Moshka's in Arcadia, A1 in Arnold, Rod's Body here in Broken Bow, the Sargent Corner Market, Sargent Pack, Aero Aviation, Culligan, Callaway District Hospital, along with the Callaway and Arnold Clinics, Meade Lumber, Custer Public Power, the Grocery Cart, Trotter Service, Trotter Fertilizer, Designs of Distinction, Power Solutions, and Custer Federal State Bank all had the salutes on the air here the last week or two, and then were a part of the hour-long show that Jeremy put together for you on Memorial Day on KCNI at 10 o'clock. So thank you, sponsors, and again, thank you to all the sponsors who sponsored the All-Star game over the weekend. And we'll be thanking sponsors very soon for some baseball games that we'll be covering the American Legion level. A couple of pretty good teams to follow this year, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Today at the Prairie Pioneer Center, it's barbecued meatballs, cheesy hash browns, tomatoes, zucchini, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. Let them know you're coming. You can also use that same number to set up delivery to your home.
Also, speaking of the Prairie Pioneer Center, kitchen volunteers are needed for the Prairie Pioneer Center, in need of volunteers who would be willing to help out in the kitchen. If you would have a morning or even a few hours to lend them a hand, they would greatly appreciate your help. Maybe you have an older child who does not have a job for the summer. Maybe they would like to come in and volunteer to help them out in the mornings. So if you're interested in helping, please contact Kathy at the center. And the number to call is 872-6121, 872-6121.
Not only is summer in full swing for sports, full swing for festivals are being kicked off this weekend. Loop City Polish Days will be this weekend, and the Oconto Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue coming up as well. And there's also a Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association poker run that starts at Legends here in Broken Bow on Saturday at noon. And those are some things that are coming up festival-wise. Also, want you to know today at the Broken Bow Municipal Building, they'll be having a blood drive from 8:30 until 2:30 p.m. Not today. That's tomorrow. I'm sorry. This is Tuesday.
It is. Yep.
Tomorrow on Wednesday. So tomorrow, blood drive at the municipal building, 8:30 to 2:30 p.m. Tonight at the municipal building will be the Broken Bow City Council meeting. That kind of jumped up on us, too, because of the holiday weekend. And today, the Custer County Supervisors meet at 9 o'clock in the upstairs meeting room at the Custer County Courthouse. We're catching up here. But we do have birthdays to mention. If you're having a birthday today, you're in good company. Today, Gladys Knight is 80. Gladys Knight with the Pips backing her up, the legendary Hall of Famer. Had a string of hits, #1 songs. Big one was Midnight Train to Georgia. And John Fogerty, 79 today.
Wow.
Yeah. Hall of Fame guitarist and lead singer for CCR, and also a very successful solo career, and is still touring today. He's on tour right now, as a matter of fact. And we lost a Hall of Famer basketball player. Bill Walton passed away. I'm sure you've heard about that by now. It was a high news item this weekend, but he was an interesting gentleman. Everybody really thought he was a lot of fun to be around. Bill Walton, he died on Monday from cancer. He was 71, played 4 seasons with the Trailblazers, and he won his first ring and was named MVP in his early career. And then later on did a lot of broadcasting, and it was real good. But we'll miss Bill Walton. He was a unique individual, and Joan was reading some history on him yesterday, and he really played under duress most of his career. He had ankle and feet problems, I can't remember how many surgeries on his feet and ankles, and still was able to be a Hall of Famer, an MVP, and played with Larry Bird. I think he mentioned that was one of the highlights of his career because they kind of complemented one another on the court. So if you're a basketball fan, or maybe even not a big basketball fan, I think most of you remember Bill Walton. So, and I don't remember how many Grateful Dead concerts he saw, but he used to.
he loved. Yes, that was his favorite band, man. The Grateful Dead, for sure.
Yeah, actually, I saw an interview with him a while back. Maybe you folks caught it, where he introduced the Grateful Dead to his fellow players.
Oh yeah,
many years ago, and got special seating for him right below the stage, and it become like an event that they went to quite often, and they would go be right up close with the Grateful Dead. So, yeah, he's quite a guy. 71 years old, lost him on Monday. All right. Well, what's the game question today? What's the trivia question?
All right. We got one more question. Since we're just coming off Memorial Day, here is our final question about that special holiday. Approximately how many Americans barbecue on Memorial Day weekend?
Oh, my.
Here are your choices. 75%, 25%, 50%, or all of us. Everybody. Approximately how many Americans barbecue on Memorial Day weekend? 75%, 25%, 50%, or 100%? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
Dave and Brent.
Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
On KCNI KBBN Radio.
When you're starting your day on the go, or when you just don't want to mess with breakfast at home, express options at the Tumbleweed Cafe are the way to go. Sandwiches, burritos, cinnamon rolls in the drive-thru from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. At lunch from 11 to 2, it's burgers, chicken strips, or sandwiches and fries, quick and easy. Take and bake casseroles are available as well. Pick up in the drive-thru weekdays until 6. Delicious lasagna, cheesy pasta taco bake, Texas spaghetti, and more. Drive-thru or dine in, or visit the Sunday buffet. East Highway 2, Broken Boat, the Tumbleweed Cafe.
And we have a caller on the line. Didn't get a chance to preview the call, so let's find out who we have on the phone. Good morning. Who are we talking to?
Good morning. This is Jim.
Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good. And you?
Oh, we're doing well. Did you have a good holiday weekend?
Yes, I did. You?
Yeah, we sure did. Weather was great. Got to do a little porch sitting and a little bit of yard work, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was.
Hope you enjoyed it. Here's a chance to win yourself a good treat out at the Tumbleweed.
All right, Jim, here's your question. Approximately how many Americans barbecue on Memorial Day weekend? Is it 75%, 25%, 50%, or 100%?
I would say 75%.
You got it, my man. It is 75%. So that begs the question, did you barbecue over the weekend?
Yes, I did.
There you go, my man. All right. Well, I tell you what, with this prize, you won't have to barbecue. You can just pop this in the oven. You've won a free take and bake small casserole from the Tumbleweed Cafe. So just come on in and see us when you can, and we'll have your certificate for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Jim. Thanks for listening. Have a good day.
Yep, have a good day. You too. Bye.
Bye. 7:48 is your time. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Chris Smith of the Palmer Monument Company. You already know about the advantages of pre-selecting your family memorial. Now there's yet another good reason to come and see us today. For the entire month of June, with a coupon from the newspaper, you'll receive additional savings off our already sale prices. We'll assist you in selecting the stone, the inscription, and the artwork, and we'll save you money too. Come see us during the After Memorial Day sale at the Palmer Monument Company in Broken Bow and Lexington.
Rose Lane Homes is part of the Vetter Senior Living family located in Loop City. They provide short-term rehabilitation, assisted living, memory support, and long-term care. Join them this weekend for Polish Days in Loop City. Thursday at 6 p.m., they will be hosting the Polish Prince and Princess Contest for ages 0 to 5 at St. Joseph's Parish Hall, 723 North 8th Street. Rose Lane Homes in Loop City, hoping to see you this weekend at Polish Days.
Thanks for starting your day with us.
It's gonna be a good day.
Every morning.
KCNI, KBBN Radio.
7:49, a reminder, we'll be broadcasting live on Wednesday from Oconto for the Dan and Cliff Show.
Sorry, I didn't catch that at first. Yeah, our friends Dan and Cliff will probably be there, right?
Oh.
And they do a great job of just kind of taking the show over.
I will take 3 microphones, but really only need 2, because when those guys start talking about their barbecue and the things it does for the community and several other side stories along the way, all 30 minutes will be dedicated to our special announcers, Clifford and Dan. And they'll have all the information that you're going to need. I just bring up the remote and sit back and listen to the information.
That's good.
Hi, Logan.
Oh, my goodness. It's a face from the past. Who is this human being?
He is.
Oh, and he brought treats, too.
Yeah.
Well, wonderful.
Let's find out. Logan Girardin, Aeroseed, what'd you bring in the bag there, my friend?
Oh,
some tasty treats for you guys.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely.
When was the last time we saw you? When was
It's
the last
been
time
a hot minute.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, you haven't been on the show for a while.
I know. I've had a lot of time to reflect and think, and
Yeah?
you know.
Oh, that's good.
So
Reflection is good.
It is. So I decided to put my grill to use yesterday.
Oh, I bet you did.
And actually on Sunday and on Saturday. So yeah, we obviously have smokers and grills and all that stuff, and kind of tying into all that, I don't know if you guys heard the news report that Willie Nelson and Snoop Dogg are joining forces, we'll say, to do a direct-to-consumer meat business, I guess.
Oh.
The stakes have never been higher.
He is back. He's back.
So
I've missed you, Logan.
I know.
I've missed you.
I could hear the audible gasp from the audience when I pulled up.
The stakes have never been higher. No, I'm guessing they probably wouldn't be.
So what I've got for you here
Yeah, what is that?
in that bag is actually smoked chuck roast.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So it is superb. I wish I had a handful of sliced cucumbers and some vinegar.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that'd just be...
Some onions in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But-
this
You're
is
my
better.
kind of. You're my kind of man.
But
my
I
kinda guy,
don't,
Gerard.
so there's some smoked chuck roast for you.
Thank you very
Smoked
much.
it for about 3.5 hours last night.
Oh, man.
250 with some hickory chips on it, or hickory smoke, and then crank it up to about 300 for the last 15-20 minutes just to kind of give it that, bark, that little outer coating.
Now, what kind of grill did you use, and where'd you get your grill?
So the grill I used was a Weber propane grill
I don't believe it.
From Walmart.
from Amazon.
Yeah, from Amazon. That's funny.
Oh, man.
Or it might have been the Masterbuilt Gravity Series 1050 from Aeroseed.
There you go.
Right here in Custer County, you bet.
So I did on Saturday, I did a couple of racks of ribs. Saturday I did Polish dogs. And Sunday I did a couple of racks of ribs. And then yesterday I did a couple chuck roasts.
And you spent a good deal of your time somewhere around the grill.
I did. We stayed home this weekend to get stuff done around the house.
Right.
Did some landscaping and some yard work and the never-ending everything else. But I was like, hey, if I'm home, I might as well throw something on the grill and go low and slow with it and have a nice tasty reward when I'm done.
And low and slow, you can just set it and go do some other things.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I smoked everything at about 250 on that and just kind of let it go, make sure the charcoal hopper's full and throw some wood chunks in there and off you go.
This is just a guess, Logan, but this past weekend there was 75% of us, according to our survey this morning, barbecued at least one day over the holiday weekend, if not like you did every day. Because you could be outside, the weather was great, and you might have realized, my grill just isn't what it once was, or maybe if I had another grill, I could double up and do slow cook on one and sear some steaks on the other. And I know you've got everything there to furnish that.
Absolutely. So we've got the grills, which are perfectly capable of going low and slow, or you could crank them up to 700 degrees, get that nice reverse sear on a big old T-bone, and I shouldn't have brought that up. Now I'm hungry to grill some more.
Yeah, well, T-bones are really good on the grill.
Oh yeah, maybe a nice marbly ribeye.
That's good too.
The possibilities are endless. They really are. But that's the nice thing with the Masterbuilt grills is they're versatile like that.
Right. So stop in Aeroseed and take a look at what they have on the floor. And there's a lot of different options there, and I know that you can show them all the different choices that you have.
Yep. So what I've got on hand right now is the 560 which would be the smallest version. So it's still got 560 square inches of cooking surface, which is
pretty good size.
Still pretty good size.
Yeah, no kidding.
And then I've got the 1050, which would be the one that I've got personally, and it's got 1,050 square inches of cooking area.
Okay.
So it's the big dog.
That's the big one.
But it's not the biggest one they make now. They came out with a Gravity XT, which is another, it's like another 1,000, or another, was it 1,100 or 1,200 square inches or something? I mean, it's a behemoth.
Yeah,
but it's all redesigned. It's all, new, and I have no idea when I can even get my hands on one.
Right.
And if I got my hands on one, it would probably go home with me.
And then you'd have capacity that you could do just about anything with.
Oh, yeah. But we also have the electric smokers. We've got the propane smokers. We've got all the wood chips, or all the wood chunks, rather. We've got charcoal. We've got fire starters. I mean, we can get you set up. This weekend was just the kickoff to summer.
Yeah, you're right. It's also still time to plant gardens, flowers, do things like you were doing over the weekend, spruce up the yard a little bit. And I know the greenhouse has still got some good things in it.
So I was explicitly sent with a list of stuff in the greenhouse, because I frequent the greenhouse a lot just to, help sell the pretty flowers and that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Actually,
the mint.
It's when the wives are in the greenhouse, I'm talking with the guys, selling them the grill
out front.
So, but Deb has told me that we have $2 off today on certain combo planter instant pots. And instant pots have nothing to do with Willie Nelson or Snoop Dogg. But they do spruce up your planters. They're just kind of a filler, so to speak. Just give it a little bit of pizzazz, for lack of better terms. Then we also have $2 off of lilies and $1 off of the jumbo 6-packs of flowers or vegetables.
Okay, very good.
And we do still have a lot of tomatoes and peppers and that type of stuff too.
Yep. And you got a lot of seeds.
We do.
You want to still put some of that in?
Yep, absolutely. Got plenty of sweet corn left, pumpkins, turnips, parsnips, squash.
Now, Deb sold us the hybrid, or the powerful cucumber seeds that you sold me here a couple of years ago. So I've got those in the ground. And then Deb talked us into some of the small little pickles that she likes so much. So we're going to see how that goes.
So you planted the Parthenocarpic or whatever.
Something,
the ones that don't need insects to pollinate.
We call it the purple seed.
The purple seed.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But they've been, the only time we've ever been able to grow cucumbers is when we planted those. And I don't know why, but we just never had success. But we had wonderful crops the last 2 years.
Yep. So then when you eat those cucumbers, how do you ruin them?
I just put like a little bit of salt on them. That's all you need.
Okay.
You don't need to put toilet cleaner on them.
Toilet cleaner.
I didn't know if you were more of a creamy ranch type of.
Oh, I like that.
Type of guy, or if you did the normal thing of a little bit of salt and some vinegar and some onion mixed in there.
Just put them in a little bowl, salt them, and eat them. That's all you got to do.
And the ones that you planted, so where they don't need insects to pollinate, they're probably pretty uniform.
They are, very much so.
And they probably don't have that bitter,
they're
that
not
bitter
at all.
cucumber taste.
No, they're perfect for just slicing, put them in the fridge a little while, cool them off, and salt them and eat them. No toilet cleaner required.
It's optional, not required.
I mean, I think if you guys want to go ahead and eat those, you ought to use a toilet brush to eat them with.
That's how we stir them in the vinegar.
Yeah, that's how you stir them around.
Yeah.
Really gets the flavors in there.
Get out the plunger. Oh, never mind. Anything else?
I think that that pretty well does it. I'm back for the foreseeable future.
All right.
So,
well, we'll look forward to your next visit and your next joke. And you don't need to bring treats every time, but thank you very much. I'm dying to get my hands on that.
It's actually really good. I took them off the smoker about 9 o'clock last night. So
this stays in the breakfast show room, Brent.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
We can't take it out, and the rest of the crew will devour.
I don't think you guys would have any if you took it out there.
It'd be gone. Well, if we took it out there, by the time we got out of the show, it would be gone. That's right.
So yeah, it's smoked chuck roast, and I used everything from Arrow Seed except for the meat. I didn't get that at Arrow Seed.
Okay, thanks, Logan.
So yeah, thanks, guys.
News is next.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. The end is near at former President Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial. CBS's Matt Piper is at the courthouse in New York.
Closing arguments from both sides could last the whole day, which means the jury very well could get the case tomorrow and begin deliberations. There's no telling how long that may happen, but if it's quick, we could have a verdict tomorrow.
Protests in cities around the world after an Israeli airstrike killed at least 45 civilians in southern Gaza. CBS's David Martin.
Israelis have told the U.S. the horrific death toll was caused by a piece of shrapnel which pierced a fuel tank, setting off a fire that engulfed a tent housing refugees.
More severe weather in the forecast for parts of the southern U.S. after wicked weekend storms killed at least 23 people. Margie Whitaker lives in Meade County, Kentucky.
My windows all started rattling and it made a horrible noise. My son was letting the dogs in the back door and he hollered tornado.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The IRS finally caught up with Louie.
I hadn't paid my taxes in 8 years. I owe the IRS a lot of money.
Louie was in deep trouble.
We're going to take your house, put a lien on your bank account, garnish your pay. They don't care. They're going to take your paycheck.
Louie found out about Optima Tax Relief, the leading tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, they've resolved over $1 billion for their clients.
Optima Tax, they help me. They calm me down. They make me feel comfortable, and I trust them.
Louie has a lot to be thankful for.
I don't owe the IRS anymore, and I'm able to live a comfortable life, a lot better life. It was because of Optima Tax.
For tax help you can trust, call Optima now for a free consultation. Take it from Louie.
If you owe the IRS, don't go it alone. Give Optima Tax a call. They can help you.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
In Nebraska news on the KOLN website, 2 men in central Nebraska are at the center of a sexual assault investigation involving a vulnerable adult. Deputies lodged 50-year-old Gregory Paul of Ord in Valley County Jail on Friday. He is charged with first-degree assault, aiding and abetting a first-degree sexual assault, and the abuse of a vulnerable adult. According to an arrest, Paul is accused of sexually assaulting a 23-year-old woman on multiple occasions. Valley County Sheriff David Shelder said the woman has substantial mental impairments. Authorities learned of the alleged assaults while trying to move the woman into a group home in Norfolk on May 17th. Caretakers took her in for an interview with a sexual assault nurse examiner where she detailed a string of abuses prosecutors allege. Police wrote that Paul had also been taking the woman to Grand Island to let another man sexually assault her. She had most recently been assaulted by the man on May 15th. While being interviewed, Paul traveled to Norfolk with the hopes of talking to the woman. Police said she'd later be taken to a different secure location and interviewed by 2 agents with Adult Protective Services. Paul's bond has been set at 10% of $500,000, according to jail records. His arraignment was scheduled for June 5th in Valley County Court. It is unclear if the Grand Island man accused of the assaulting the woman has been arrested, but Paul shows that he is accused of first-degree sexual assault in Hall County. This has been a Nebraska News
From
Update.
the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Celtics close out the Pacers with a 105-102 road win. Boston went on a 15-4 run and then a 7-0 run to secure the victory. Derek White broke a 102-102 tie with a three-pointer with 45 seconds left. That was the game-winning bucket. Jaylen Brown finished with 29 points. He was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Jason Tatum, 26 points and 13 rebounds. Boston wins the series 4-0, and they're on to the NBA Finals for the 23rd time in franchise history. Basketball news, Hall of Famer Bill Walton passed away at the age of 71 after a battle with cancer. He won back-to-back titles at UCLA, was twice Final Four Most Valuable Player, won 2 titles in the NBA, one with the Trailblazers, one with the Celtics. He was an NBA MVP and a Finals MVP. NHL Game 3 Western Conference Finals. Stars beat the Oilers in Edmonton 5-3. They fell behind 2-0. Then Jason Robertson with a hat trick as Dallas grabs a 2-1 lead in the series.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 79. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 50. Tonight, mainly clear skies. High temperatures reach up to 78. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sun. Thunderstorms likely Thursday and Friday. Low 70s. Thursday, mid 70s by Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
You work hard, and your equipment works hard for you. When you need parts, it can't wait. Power Solutions is proud to be your local Vermeer dealer. When you order parts from them, they're likely to have it in stock. If they don't, they'll get them to you quickly to get your machine operating. No more trying to track down parts or wondering what parts you need. Simply ask the Vermeer parts dealer professionals at Power Solutions. Designed, tested, and built to last. Vermeer Parts and Machines at Power Solutions, just east of Broken Bow on Highway 2.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
Whenever an occasion calls for a card, Varney Pharmacy in Broken Bow has the solution. Lean and Tree cards are America's favorite greeting cards. In stock are packaged thank you notes, boxed assorted cards, notepads, bookmarks, and of course a nice assortment of cards for all occasions. For a great downtime activity or for a quality time with friends and family, Suns Out puzzles in new designs with a variety of scenes are available. Varney Pharmacy, just across from the square in downtown Broken Bow.
8:07, it is 55 degrees under a sunny sky. Winds are not a factor so far today. Barometric pressure rising slowly at 3019, humidity at 86%. High yesterday was 76 with an overnight low of 46 just before 7 o'clock this morning. Sunset at 9:02. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:09, 3 inches and 74 hundredths precipitation measured in this month of May. That's a look at the weather. Now 8 minutes past the hour. We didn't get to the grocery cart specials in the first portion of the show. Brent Apperson has got those in front of him, and here he is with ways to save money at the grocery cart.
All right, as we come off Memorial Day, this ad will start today. It starts today and runs through June the 2nd. And here's some of the specials in this week's ad at the GK. We'll start like we always do in the meat department, where they've got fresh 85% lean ground round on sale for $4.68 a pound. Hormel Natural Choice boneless center cut pork loins, $2.68 a pound. Sirloin tip steak, $6.48 a pound. And end loin pork roast on sale for $2.28 a pound. Fresh frozen Best Buy boneless skinless chicken breast fillets on sale for $2.98 a pound. Some of the other specials you'll find this week: Big Buy smoked sliced bacon packages are 2 for $7. Fairberry Red Hot hot dogs 12-ounce packages are $3.98. Oscar Mayer Fun Pack Lunchables are on sale for $2.98. And Gary's Quick Steak, the packages are $5.98. Some of the other specials you'll find this week: the 8-ounce tubs of sour cream Best Choice on sale for $1.15. Brummel and Brown Spread 15-ounce tubs for $15. Chobani Flip Yogurt get 3 for $5. Best Choice Chunk Cheese 16-ounce packages on sale for $3.88. Best Choice Chip Dips, the 16-ounce tubs are 2 for $4. Florida's Natural Orange Juice, the 89-ounce jugs are $6.78. And Imperial Margarine Quarters, the 1-pound packages are 2 for $3. Some of the other specials you'll find this week in the frozen food section, they got frozen pizzas on sale. Here you go. Tombstone pizzas are 2 for $8. Red Baron pizzas on sale for $3.98. And the Jack's frozen pizzas are 3 for $10. Best Choice garlic bread or bread sticks, 6-count packages are 2 for $5. Hungry Man dinners are on sale for $3.78. And what would you do for a Klondike bar? Well, Klondike ice cream cones are on sale for $5.98. You'll find them at the GK this week. Sara Lee Classic White Bread. Loaves are $2.88. Best Choice Round Top White Bread. Loaves are $1.88. And Country Hearth Dakota 12-grain bread. Loaves are $3.68 this week. Hunt's Sloppy Joe Manwich sauce on sale. 2 cans for $3. Frito-Lay Ruffles, $3.98 a bag. And Nabisco family-size cookies or crackers are on sale for $4.98 for the box. Moving to the produce section, here's some signs of summer right here, folks. Whole seedless watermelons, $5.98 each. Southern peaches on sale for $1.48 a pound. Red ripe on the vine tomatoes, 98 cents a pound. Other things you'll find in the produce section on sale, 1-pound packages of red ripe strawberries are 2 for $4. Bicolor sweet corn, 6 ears for $3. Fresh blueberries, 2 for $6. Jumbo cantaloupe, 2 for $6. Fresh cauliflower, get 2 for $5. And fresh zucchini on sale for $1.48 a pound. Some of the other store-wide savings you'll find this week: Best Choice granulated sugar, the 4-pound bags are $2.98. French's mustard, 20-ounce bottles are $1.68. Old Orchard juice, the 64-ounce bottles are 2 for $4. Kellogg's Pop-Tarts or Rice Krispie Treats, $2.98 for the box. And you'll find Hunt's spaghetti sauce on sale this week. The 24-ounce cans are 2 for $3, and General Mills cereals are $2.98 a box. And those are some of the specials you'll find this week at the grocery cart in Broken Bow.
Thank you, Brent. 12 minutes past the hour of 8. 8:16. Now, today is Tuesday, but we all know that to many of us, if not all of us, it does seem like Monday.
Yeah, a little bit.
And so, therefore, we may have some guests who were scheduled to be here on Tuesday thinking it's Monday. So we're not going to preview any guests until they get here.
Yeah, but if they show up, come on in.
Yeah, come on.
We'll have
in.
a visit.
So I just wanted to take time out to wish Mom a happy birthday down in Arkansas.
Oh, my mom.
Yeah, Mom.
Yes.
You know Mom.
Hi, Mom. Yes, happy birthday, Peggy Apperson. It's her birthday today. I don't know if she's listening. I think Mom was going somewhere today, if I remember right.
Well, she should. It's her birthday.
Yeah, exactly. So, but if she's listening, Mom, happy birthday to you.
There you go.
So let me guess. Well, you probably got her a nicer gift than I got her. Considering you got her pearls a while back.
I did not send her a gift, and I feel bad.
Okay.
I'm hoping to see her this summer and give her a big hug, though.
Yes.
And I think that'll probably suffice.
I have a feeling, yeah.
Since I'm probably her favorite son.
Oh, brother. Happy birthday, Mom.
Yep. Happy birthday, Peg. So, one little item of business, and I hate to, how I hate discussing business on the air about, radio station business, but yeah. I noticed you left a bill on my desk from your trip to Mullen.
From Saturday, yeah.
And was that Christy's idea for us to buy you guys lunch while you were there?
You know what? I can't say it was. It was Brent's idea. Yes. I was so thankful. Christy went with us to run the video of the basketball games we did Saturday. Higgins drove over from the ranch to help us out on Saturday. It was a holiday weekend, and I'm like, you know what? I think that the station's going to buy these people lunch. So we swung by the convenience store.
Oh, boy. Well, it's a good convenience store. I've been there. It's nice.
It is it is great. I highly recommend the spicy chicken sandwich.
They have that
was very good.
A lot of good food there, and a lot of other good eating places there in town.
I believe my comment to Gavin and Christy, and Christy's daughter Haley went with us, and I think that my comment to all of them is, it's a phrase that I learned from the great Bob Bowles, that worked here for 25 years or so. And that is, he told me one time, in fact, I remember, he put his arm around me and he said, Brent, let me just give you a little piece of advice. I said, okay, Bob, what's up? He says, well, you'll find out in life that sometimes it's easier to get forgiveness than it is permission.
And Bob didn't care whether he got forgiveness or not. There's the difference. We'll check the lobby, make sure we don't have one of our guests out there while you listen to these words.
Cattlemen, spring is here and things are starting to green up. But alongside the good green like pasture grass and trees come the bad greens. Musk thistles, mullenweed, buckbrush, and other weeds. Let Aero Aviation help you get the bad green under control this spring. They use the latest in aircraft and GPS technology and crop protection products while keeping the good green in your pocket. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim today and schedule spring spraying with Aero Aviation, 872-5113.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers is proud to be servicing the Custer County area, and currently land is moving at a high rate of speed. So if you are considering selling your land, now is the time, or get an opinion of what your land might be worth. Call me, John Farley, at 308-530-7854, or check me out at lashleyland.com.
It's Dave and Brent getting the action started on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN.
A lot of wonderful services, and hats off to the guys and gals that put those programs together. When they walk in and present colors, and then they give the 21 gun salute, and all the speeches and all the pomp and circumstance that goes along with Memorial Day is just it's one of the best tributes, one of the best holidays, in my opinion, because that's why we're here, folks. That's why we're here, and we have people right now that are defending our freedoms, and sometimes our freedoms we got to watch inside our borders. That's what's scary to me the most now. But wonderful holiday, and then of course we went to the Sherman County Reservoir and got on the water and tried to catch some fish, but I didn't have much luck.
Oh, well, you were outside in the breeze and in the outdoors. That's what it was all about. And you're right, Memorial Day, probably the most special holiday, or ranks right up there at the top of the list. So we thank you for mentioning that. What's going on with Big Iron?
Well, we've got a full slate of auctions this short week. Today, folks, we're selling some cows, pairs, bred pairs, mature cows. So go to the Big Iron website at 1 o'clock this afternoon. You'll get your chance to buy some. If you got some extra grass from the rain that come in there, you need a few extra animals to fill some grass, you'll have an opportunity on bigiron.com today. So the name and numbers of the owners are all listed, so you can call those ranchers and those producers and ask them the questions. And the animals are still at their location, too. So they're not going to get loaded and unloaded and loaded and unloaded again and chance for, all kinds of injury. You'll go pick them up right from the source and take them right to where your source to unload them is going to be. So that's taking place today at 1 o'clock on the Big Iron website. And then tomorrow, folks, which is Wednesday, it doesn't feel like Wednesday tomorrow, but tomorrow is Wednesday. We have a huge machinery auction with over 1,900 different items. We have several retirement sales. We have one in Idalia, Colorado for Daryl Shanks. They have got a big sale, folks. 254 pieces of machinery are selling on their retirement sale. A wide variety of everything from walk-behind trenchers, a grinder mixer. They've even got a little wrecker truck. They got a rototiller. Then they've got their tractors and their harvesting equipment and shop equipment that will sell. They even got some collectible Minneapolis Moline tractors that are going to sell. There's a Farm Pro 2425 compact utility tractor with a loader that's selling on it. They've got generators. They've got drive-over auger pits and air compressors that are going to sell on that sale tomorrow. It's all online. It's on bigiron.com. We also have Van de Kuyt Excavating and Trucking, a retirement sale in Canton, South Dakota. And this sale features a Fiat Alice loader tractor with a scale. It's a big R220.2 wheel loader. That's a big machine, folks, and that will sell tomorrow. They also have a 2003 Caterpillar D6R XW Series 2 dozer that will be selling. They've got a big Fontaine hydraulic detached lowboy trailer. It's a tri-axle trailer. They have a big belly dump to gravel trailer. It's a 2017 year model. It's a cross-country brand, so that thing's in very good shape. In fact, they got a 2016 year model as well. They've got other items, too, like a Caterpillar 325 BL excavator that will sell. They have a Freightliner dump truck. It's an FLC 120, a 1982 model. So please support these folks that are selling. They also have a Peterbilt 379 day cab. It's a 2000 year model. It's all black. It's a real pretty truck, folks, so you want to check that out. It's selling on bigiron.com tomorrow. Then we have the McGinn Groff Farm Estate. Their sale, folks, with machinery around North Bend and Fremont, Nebraska. 37 items on this estate auction, including a 2017 John Deere 4044M mechanical front tractor. This is a compact utility tractor. It's got a little loader on it. It's an open station, so I know everybody that's got a little acreage, and you're out there looking to grade your lawn or maybe do something with your loader and fix something up, this tractor is going to be ideal for that. They also have a Buffalo Series cultivator. It's a 8-row 30 machine that is selling. It's a 6300 high residue, and it's getting a lot of attention because the organic farmers are loving to find these cultivators because they're hard to find anymore. They're also selling a Cat motor grader. There's an Agco White 8510 Fieldmaster mechanical front tractor selling on this sale by North Bend, Nebraska. It's a 1998 model. There's a Lone Star 14-foot aluminum fishing boat. So if you want to go fishing next weekend, you're sure welcome to do so. They also have a 1981 Chevrolet C70 Kodiak grain truck that's going to sell. Once again, all this equipment that's selling on this estate sale is by North Bend, Nebraska. Check out the white 6108 8-row 30 pull-type planter. It's got fertilizer on it. That is selling tomorrow on bigiron.com. And then another big sale, folks, in Coldwater, Kansas, for Unruh Sand and Gravel Company. A John Deere 850J dozer, John Deere 672 motor grader, They also have a drop deck trailer to haul that equipment around. And a John Deere 544G wheel loader is being sold. They have a John Deere 200 LC excavator and a Peterbilt 365 truck that they use to move and transport their construction equipment around. Those items are all being sold tomorrow. Over 1,900 items altogether, folks, are selling on that big day. And then on the 30th, we've got some land selling in Missouri. So you're going to want to check that out if you're into some land in Missouri. And then the following week, folks, on June the 4th, we have a sale in Iowa that has some unbelievable equipment. It's the Todd Solzberger Estate. 64 items, late model equipment. A 2023 Case IH Steiger 540 quad track tractor is selling. A 2023 year model Case IH Early Riser 16-row 30 planter. A 2020 Case IH 7250 combine is selling. There's the Big Balzer 1325 grain cart that is selling. A 2015 JCB telehandler will sell on that sale. A 2019 Wilson aluminum bumper hitch livestock trailer that's just like a brand new one is selling. And the list goes on and on. This is a unbelievably late model auction that will take place in Hornick, Iowa next week on June the 4th. Dial up the Big Iron website. And folks, we are listing machinery, we're listing livestock, and we're listing land now that will sell in June, July, and we've got some big sales scheduled here for August and September. And if you've got some land you would like to get sold in September, so it closes in November or December, you need to reach out to us as soon as you possibly can. We'd love to come down and out to your location or meet you on your farm or your ranch, or we can meet you wherever you want, at your house or in our office, wherever you're comfortable, and we'll talk about the things that Big Iron can do to sell your farmland. We've got professional real estate agents, and our reach is unbelievable. We have got so many registered bidders, and our bidder base is growing and growing every day. Over 750,000 registered users, and our monthly IP address hit count is well over 1.5 million every month. And if you watched the classic car sale last week on the Monday, 1 week ago, we had so many people from not only across the United States, Canada, Mexico, but we had people from overseas that were bidding on these cars. And that Chevy Yanko brought a little over $265,000. And there was 4 or 5 different people bidding on it up until the last $4,000 or $5,000. So the reach of Big Iron is, I would say, I don't think there's any other auction company out there that has the reach that specializes in selling ag equipment that Big Iron does. And we've been in it for a long, long time. Started using the internet in 2000 when nobody even knew what the internet was, and that's because we surrounded ourselves with a lot of really smart people who said, you guys got to jump into this arena because it's going to shape the way business is done, and they were right. And we're grateful and thankful for them. And then, of course, we have a tremendous staff of people with not only the outside salespeople, but the inside folks that do a wonderful job with customer service and processing payments and getting checks out and helping people that have never been to a computer before, teaching them how to register over the phone and how to bid. They do a wonderful job. Now, they don't have to do that too much anymore because I think everybody's kind of got this figured out. But if you have any questions on how it works, so we can help you, and we can expose you to the thousands and thousands of items that are selling every week here on Big Iron. And once again, we want to thank you guys and your radio station. You do a wonderful job helping get the word out in Custer County and surrounding areas. And we want to thank you guys very much for all that you do.
Well, thank you too, Mark, for your business. But we always enjoy your reports. It's amazing the different areas you cover. I have to give you a hard time, too, because I even heard you on RFD TV the other day. You're everywhere.
Well, we've got a really good marketing team. They just keep schedules in front of me and say, Mark, you got to be here on that day and there on this day, and then they have it all arranged. So they do a wonderful job, and I'm grateful for everybody that keeps the ship and afloating and the oars in the water. We're paddling all the time.
Thanks, Mark. We'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mark Stock, Big Iron Auction Company. Amazing service they've built over the years. It is 8:35. I think I forgot to give you the currents at the top. We'll just say it's 57 degrees and sunny right now. Pretty darn nice out there, Brent.
Very nice. Yes, beautiful day.
Now, we have guests in the studio. And I'm anxious to hear about what we're going to be talking today, because I'm a pretty darn handy guy myself around the house.
Yeah.
I can fix a lot of things.
Or create a lot of situations where things need fixed.
Usually after I fix something, I have to call a repairman.
Yes.
So that's how that goes. But it's going to be interesting. Jump right in, Brent.
Yeah, Mr. Kellum is here with Jenny M. Melham Memorial Medical Center. How have you been?
Very good, very good. I appreciate you having us on.
Yeah. Share with us who you brought with you today.
Well, it turns out that I'm not handy, right? And I break things that I cannot fix at home, and my wife would attest to that. So we have J.D. White here. J.D. is our plant and facilities manager, also our safety officer, and he is in charge of the entire, all of the grounds and all of the equipment in terms of the organization. So we're very fortunate to have J.D. He's been with us, less than 8 months, right? We are very fortunate to have him come over to the organization, and He's very handy, him and his team. He knows a lot about everything, and so I'll turn it over to JD and talk a little bit of the things that are going on over at the hospital.
All right, good morning. Thanks, Kyle. Definitely a lot going on over there. Kyle's giving me way too much credit. I got to give all the credit to my team that really jumps in and gets things taken care of, whether we have an electrical issue or heating and air. They're all over it. A lot of fun things going on there. Like Kyle said, we have a big facility that I cover and really trying to make sure things are happening. We're working on IV infusion. We're working on getting them a little more room, and we're going to expand that into our old OB area. That's hopefully going to happen here in the next few weeks. We've made a lot of different changes for that team, and just give them a little bit more expansion into that IV infusion, which does some wonderful work from oncology to just some basic vaccinations and things, but wonderful team there. Just recently did a huge Whirlpool upgrade. We got a new Whirlpool tub in. Mm-hmm. I think Dave was wanting to sit in that.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to test it for you.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have to get that scheduled.
Okay.
Working on the Liberty Square apartments and doing those things. We just got an apartment, just worked through a remodel there, and just constantly kind of keeping those things moving and getting those taken care of for our residents there, and that. So lots of really good things. One of the big projects that we're working on and just trying to get all the pieces together is we're working on our pharmacy and doing an upgrade to our hazardous drug room so that we give our pharmacists a little bit more ability to do what they need to do, but then that really heavily supports our oncology team from the IV infusion group. So really working on doing some expansions there. It's going to be a long-term project, but really made some good headway with some contractors and learning kind of what we need to do as we make the next steps forward in those areas. So a lot of good things going on down there.
JD, how much structural change will need to be done to expand these different departments?
Fortunately for us, not a whole lot of structural. It's just, move a few walls and those things from a pharmacy side and patch that in. IV infusion was pretty simple with that expansion into the old OB department where, hang up some rails, move some equipment, and move their items that they need for their guests so that we can support them, but our patients there. And not a lot there at this time, so maybe some minor plumbing and things like that in the future. But the pharmacy expansion will take a little bit more than just a quick, hang some curtains and those things. But definitely a well worth it project. Seems short in the grand scheme of things because we're just moving one wall, but at the end of the day, it takes a lot of planning and things because of the criticality of what they need to do to support that operation.
Yeah, it's not probably in hospitals, and Kyle could probably tell us more about this, to move walls. That kind of happens as different services change and expand, and I think there's a lot of walls that have been moved in hospitals over the years, Kyle.
Yeah, there's especially at Jenny Melham, it's a very large facility, as JD said. We're very fortunate to have a lot of space. And so anytime that we have to move walls or need to move walls to improve patient care or access, of course, always willing to make the right changes, but it doesn't go without a lot of planning and concentrated effort. Everything from a lot of regulations and guidelines that we have to follow, infection control pieces that we have to follow, contractor concerns that we always have to follow. And so there's a lot to really go into it to make a change. Are you thinking, Dave, that you wanted to bring some hammers and things that you'd like to? We might have some room for you.
I could be a part of the demolition portion of it. I think I could handle that. It's always putting it back together, JD, that I have trouble with. But I think when you make a change one place, there's always things that you have to consider, and you want to keep the electricity on and the water running and all that sort of thing. But that's all pre-planned, I imagine. That's not something you tear a wall out and see what happens, right?
Yeah. That's exactly right. There's a lot that goes into that. Like Kyle said, we've got contractor requirements and things that we follow through. We do what we call ICRA requirements. It's really for your infectious control and prevention and ensuring everything that we do, it can't affect the medication, it can't affect the patients, and you can't leave a residue behind that could potentially cause infectious growth or anything like that. So we always got to be conscious of that and make sure that, we put up temporary walls and contractors got to bring in clean equipment. It's got to come in clean. It's got to go out clean. So it's not, unfortunately, like I do at my house. I just go bust a wall down, clean up the mess later.
Get out the vacuum and clean up the dust. But it's a little. You have to really prepare for things in a hospital. That's obvious.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, give us a little background on your career, how you got so good at what you do, and how you ended up here.
I've been pretty fortunate, from first job, I was working locally for Casey Doggett, cutting trees, shingling houses, and he's kind of a jack of all trades, does a lot of different things. And, growing up through there and off to college and that, I worked for a company down in Kearney where I kind of did their warehouse, warehouse supervision. We handle pesticides, but we had to rebuild our own pumps and do different things. And it's kind of one of those things of a small company. You did what needed to get done. And that's kind of been the path going forward. I worked for BD for 17 years and, a lot with, basically infectious control of your quality control requirements, manufacturing, just getting in and getting done what needs to get done so you continue to progress forward. And, all of that experience has just led me into how everything ties together with the quality control piece, the safety piece, and all of those things at the hospital, because that's really the primary of all of it, is growing up through that and making sure, the hospital patients are safe, our nursing staff, all of our staff is safe, and then at the end of the whole thing is keeping the quality control all tied together. And at the hospital, it's just one big bundle of all of that working together to ensure the safety and the quality of the facility.
Well, it makes really a nice transition, all that time at BD and then moving to the hospital. They really correlate, so I'm sure that really helped.
It helped a lot, just understanding a lot of the background on the regulations. And yes, they do fall under different regulations, but at the end of the day, it's the interpretation and really sticking forth and driving to that standard and that integrity to drive those things.
I was going to also volunteer. If you want me to come down, I've been in the basement, and I got a tour last time my wife had care there at the hospital. And number one, I know you eat well because the food's really good there. And then I got a customized tour downstairs, but I didn't get to see the generator. And I'd like to offer to tune that up for you if you'd like me to. Does it have spark plugs?
Nope. No, we're good there. But definitely more than welcome to come get a tour and see us start up the generator.
Okay. Because I think it has to be pretty good size to support everything you have there at the hospital. Is a pretty critical piece of equipment, isn't it?
Yes, it's very critical. We actually have 3 generators at the hospital for redundancy and ensuring that, nothing's impacted when the power goes out and making sure that we're taking care of the facility, keeping the lights on.
Three to make sure that you have power.
Yep.
Do you need us to hook up your house, David?
No, I was wondering if would you have time to go back and look at our generator while you're here?
Yeah, we
I
can
knew that was coming.
Definitely take a look at that. So.
Ours has a 350 Chevrolet motor on it, but I don't think that would work inside probably very well.
That probably wouldn't work so great inside. So.
What does yours run on? Does it run on like racing fuel, or what is it?
No, they all run on diesel fuel. So.
Diesel.
Yep.
You have a tank and just feeds them all.
No, they're all individual. They're independent, so probably average of about 300 gallons apiece, and constantly keep them full and keep them tested and running. We test on a frequency, monthly frequency, and ensure that they can start up the facility in less than 10 seconds.
10 seconds?
Yep.
Wow, we're 30, 40 seconds before ours kicks in. And we don't test it like, I'll tell you how often we test ours. Because we're afraid if we test it, all our computers will quit.
That is definitely a risk. You get out there and pull start it, Dave?
No, I just turn off the city power and wait for it to start. Maybe you could teach me some things, but I'd love to come down and tinker with yours if you'd like me to.
We'll let you we'll let you push a few buttons, Dave.
Okay.
I feel like maybe there's a service contract in the works, Dave.
Yeah, I know.
We might have somebody locally like this, man. Oh man.
Yeah,
somebody be really careful. Dave comes in and does his thing. Pretty soon he's sending you a bill for his services. So be very careful.
Oh, well, that's just part. I know there's day-to-day maintenance that you do, and any facility that size, Kyle, is going to have things come up that need repaired and improved, and I'm sure that over the years all the things that have been put in there were coded and the right way to do it, but things still break, right?
Oh, absolutely. It's it can break at a moment's notice and without notice, of course, at any time. And so when you have things like the generators, there's regulations on, they have to be checked, every so often. They have to make sure that they start within X amount of time. Mm-hmm. That, we have how many fire extinguishers in the organization. I don't even know. There's so many. And JD and his team are responsible to go and check every single one of those every month to make sure that they're that we're staying up to date on them. So there's just so many little things that go along with managing an entire facility from a plant perspective that, like I said, we're very fortunate for JD and his team because it truly takes a team. And with the healthcare regulations that are out and continue to increase, it certainly doesn't make it any less work. So, but Dave, not to switch gears on you, mm-hmm. but a little bit on we have really good food at the hospital, so it really helps us when we're working out to refuel our bodies.
I was noticing you look more buff than last time.
Well, and I wanted to say the same about you.
Thank you.
And Brent especially as well. I feel like he's in here while he's on the radio doing push-ups all day.
Thanks, Colin.
Yeah,
appreciate you noticing.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me want to sit up a little straighter.
But one of the other piece of the campus that JD is, from a facility perspective, in charge of as well is our wellness center, and we have some really good changes out there. And I just want to say this: we have Kelsey, that's our new team member down at the wellness center, doing a great job, working really closely with JD because we've had over the years some needs for equipment, upgraded equipment, and so if you haven't been down there in the last about week and a half, we have some new treadmills down there. And I'm going to let JD talk about it because we have some really good things happening down there as well. So we talk about regulations and facility at the hospital, and it's not even just that, right? So we have the wellness center, and JD and I were, and one of his team members were talking about what does this setup at the wellness center need to look like because we have more equipment coming. So it's exciting.
It is. It's exciting. We've got the 4 treadmills down there. They're not installed fully yet, but by the end of this week, we'll have them up and ready and ready for our customers to start using those. Spent a lot of time trying to look at layout, and there's a lot of fun, exciting things coming. We had the opportunity to buy a very large 8-station modular system for a whole bunch of different workout positions and those things. So we've got to make room for that. It's going to take up about 30 feet of space, so definitely a lot of exciting equipment around that. So that'll be coming in. I really hope to see that by the end of June, and just been working closely with the vendor on getting that shipped out and getting ready for installation. So lots of exciting things down there. And like Kyle said, Kelsey's been a great team member. She's really forward thinking and really looking at, what does the facility need down there. And the treadmills and this modular system are two big pieces of that puzzle. And we're going to continue to look at that growth and expansion down there as well.
How fast does the treadmill go? For my light workout, I usually like to run about 20, 25 miles an hour. So I was just wondering how fast they went.
That's a really good question. I think these ones top out about 15, but
we'll
get you down there and we'll let you put it to the
I guess I could slow my speed down to 15 mile an hour if I had to.
Maybe just a slow jog for you, Brent.
For sure.
Tell him the truth now.
Actually, I like to walk about 3.4. So as long as you got that speed, I think we're good.
Well, I was talking about the time you flew off the end of one.
Yes. Yeah, I was. Yeah, let's not go there.
Okay. All right.
I thought I could keep up. I was going to try to see how, and I want to say, what was the speed on that? 10 mile an hour, maybe?
I don't know.
I don't even know if I could keep up with that. So,
that was at our friends at Team Physical, and we was doing a demo down there, and Brent went off the end.
Yeah.
So,
but no, the Wellness Center is a great great thing for the community. I know a lot of people take advantage of it and the equipment that you do have. So
it's amazing to me when you go by there, how many cars there using that. And it's also noteworthy that one of the first things people ask when they come to town, when they move into our community, is there someplace I can go exercise and work out? And that serves that need. And I'm not sure, guys, that they always know that it's through the hospital that's made available. So we need to highlight that a little bit more, I think, because that's something that started through, I think, Mike Steckler maybe.
Yeah.
And it's a real service. So thanks for making it even better.
Yeah, it's really nice, and it's still going to get even nicer, once all of this new equipment comes in. So it'll give you plenty of different stations to work out on, like JD said, 8, and then in addition to that, over at the tennis court side, it's not going to be too long from now. We'll have some pickleball equipment in there working with, with some of our
Can we put up we're thinking about doing a pickle stand with pickleball. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we'll hold pickleball tournaments. So, I'm always looking for a partner if, after you get off the weight machine, you come throw some pickleball down.
I don't know if you know this, Kyle, but there's a theory that when you're on dead weights like I am, that a lot of times it slows down your reaction time, your reflexes. And so I don't know, since I'm a dead weightlifter, that I'd be much of a partner for you.
It sounds to me like Kyle would definitely be carrying dead weight if he had you as his partner. So
I might set out in the garage with the cats out there.
I do have a question, JD. We've talked about your team. Just listening to you visit, I don't know if we truly understand how big of an area now the Wellness Center and then just Melham Medical Center. How many are in your team that work with you to keep things going?
There's 4 guys that report up directly through me.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got Josh Blakeman's the supervisor over that, Jeff Klinkman, Ross Boyles, and
Ray.
I was trying to remember his last name off the top of my head, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank this morning. But really good team.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely work hard, and Ray covers our night shift and is just a valuable part of that night. There's some quick needs that the team needs at the nighttime, and he'll even make a trip to North Platte for us on a random occasion in the middle of the night. And the team's 24/7. They rotate call and really work to keep the facility running, answering helicopters, and if there's a transport need or anything like that.
Yeah.
So
wow. And I would imagine, since they know that you and your team can fix it, all the different departments, they go through you to get something fixed. So it keeps I'm sure it's lively at times.
It is. There's times it keeps you really hopping, and you just never know what's going to happen, whether it be, you got an HVAC unit goes down or a random fire alarm. I seem to have bad luck with that in the first couple of months there. Just random electrical issues that tripped them, but definitely gave me some good learning over that first few months. Talked about the size of the facility. Just the Melham up here, not including the wellness center, is about 18 acres. So, nearly 300,000 square feet of facility between the Liberty Square apartments, the hospital, the Central Nebraska Clinic, and the old clinic up there is all under our footprint. So, definitely a large area to cover.
I'm glad you mentioned the apartments, because I would not have thought about that you guys would be in charge of that as well.
Yep. Molly Pandorf kind of, handles the contracts and those things and getting them rented out. And then we just maintain the facility side of things and, making sure they're taken care of and that. So pretty busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very busy. JD and Kyle, because you're the administrator, I did have a generator salesman in here last week, and they actually service our generators, and he recommended maybe that we go with a different generator. And I've got this one out back. It's got that 350 Chevy motor hooked up to it, and I could sell that to you, Kyle, at a very reasonable price. You could put that on the wellness center.
Oh, hey, Dave,
so that you wouldn't have to worry about people being stopped on their running exercises.
That's a really good. Let's talk after this, Dave. I'm always up, especially the Chevy that you said, you mentioned the Chevy engine, 350. Yeah. Because I'm a Chevy fan. I like that. Let's talk more.
It runs on propane, but you could convert it to gas. And now it wouldn't work for diesel. Okay. I do know that.
Okay. Okay. Well, as long as it doesn't run on electricity in case electricity goes out.
Leave it to us to have a generator that runs on electricity.
That would be about right.
Yeah, that would be about par for the course for us.
Wow. Well, I think.
Why hasn't the generator kicked in? Oh, wait, it runs on electricity. Oh, no.
And we know each well enough now, Kyle, that I'm a generous guy, and I think he said the new generator would be about $26,000, and I would sell that 350 with the generator parts for $24,500.
I'd have paid $28,000. Your deal.
Wow.
It's a
deal. Oh man! Well, talk about how important it is to have a good team like JD's. Then all of the different things that come along. When do we upgrade? What's the best way to go? What makes the most sense in the long term? These are all things that, Kyle, I know you and your team work on with JD and others to make sure that you do your best to look into the future as what the needs are. I mean, we all realize we can't get it right every time because we don't know what's coming around the corner, but that's a pretty big responsibility.
It's really important that we have a good team in our managing our facilities, because it's there's so many things that just go on behind the scene that, things that JD does on a daily basis I have no idea about. Right. They just take care of things, and so when we have a day or a week or a month or however long we go and there's no hiccups, it's not necessarily that there were no hiccups, it's they were proactive or they had already addressed them, and so we're just I feel very fortunate. The quality of folks that we have at the medical center is really next to none, and to be able to have JD and his team managing and taking care of our facilities so that the patients in our team really have very little negative impact in anything that they do is a tremendous asset. So with that size of a facility in a critical access hospital, it's extremely important that we just are able to go from day to day to day and not have really anything really come up. So.
Yeah. Well, JD, good job. Thanks for coming in. Come back anytime. We'd love to have you back. Kind of update us on progress on all those projects that you mentioned. I'm sure they'll unfold and you'll take care of them. But if you want to come back and update us anytime, that'd be great.
Absolutely. I appreciate you all having me this morning.
You bet. And Kyle, it's always good to see you. Thanks a lot for coming in. And if you want to talk business later on that generator, just give me a call, or I'll call you.
Yeah. Let's connect. I see your team's out there with wrenches and screwdrivers for us, so we're going to go check out your generator.
All right. Be careful when you walk in there. You can hit your head on the door.
I seem to never have that problem, Dave.
Well, this is the door in the front. It doesn't always open up every time.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks for having us.
We should talk about that. No, never mind. We'll take a news break.
Is there anything better than getting rewarded? Let us ask you this. How many reward apps do you currently have on your phone? Are you 2 purchases away from that free coffee or maybe a sandwich? Well, maybe we have one last question. Are you being rewarded for spending? If you said no, we can help you change that. At Bruning Bank, we offer 4 levels of our Bruning Bank credit card so we can best match you with the credit card suited for your lifestyle. The best part? You earn rewards with every purchase. Give us a call today at 308-872-2757 or visit BruningBank.com to learn how you can make the most of your purchases. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Headaches, ear ringing, neck pain, dizziness, brain fog. Is your jaw pain to blame? Pearson Physical Therapy wants to be your partner in finding out. Tension and dysfunction in the jaw and surrounding muscles can lead to a number of symptoms that disrupt your daily life. It can be hard to know who to seek out for help. We invite you to come see us at Pearson Physical Therapy to learn how your jaw dysfunction can be managed so that you can get back to not having to deal with daily aggravation. Call us at 872-5800 or stop by on West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Summertime and the outdoor activities it brings are officially here. Garrett for Sports has what you need, whether you're a participant or a spectator. Go and see their great selection of shirts, tees, and tanks for the whole family. Comfort in the hot Nebraska summer heat is just through the door at Garrett for Sports. Remember to check out the GCI chairs too, a perfect seat for watching your favorite athlete. Garrett for Sports on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
Listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go on KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. It's down to the finish line at Donald Trump's criminal hush money trial. CBS's Robert Costa is at the courthouse in New York.
Closing arguments are today. Then come jury instructions, and only then will the jury, which has heard all of the testimony and seen all of the evidence, begin to deliberate.
Israel says a preliminary investigation shows a missile strike that sparked a deadly fire in southern Gaza city of Rafah was caused by a secondary explosion. CBS's Imtiaz Tayab.
Prime Minister Netanyahu has called the killings of at least 45 Palestinians, mainly women and children, the result of a tragic malfunction. The UN says Gaza has become, quote, hell on earth.
The Pope is apologizing for using a gay slur in a closed-door meeting with bishops during a discussion on admitting openly gay men to Catholic seminaries and ordaining them as priests. The Pope says he did not intend to use homophobic language. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. And look at you, hands perfectly placed on the wheel, not like the driver to the right of you who's really going after that drum solo. Save with DriveWise in the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
In Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Celtics close out the Pacers with a 105-102 road win. Boston went on a 15-4 run and then a 7-0 run to secure the victory. Derek White broke a 102-102 tie with a three-pointer with 45 seconds left. That was the game-winning bucket. Jaylen Brown finished with 29 points. He was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP. Jason Tatum, 26 points and 13 rebounds. Boston wins the series 4-0, and they're on to the NBA Finals for the 23rd time in franchise history. Basketball news, Hall of Famer Bill Walton passed away at the age of 71 after a battle with cancer. He won back-to-back titles at UCLA, was twice Final Four Most Valuable Player, won 2 titles in the NBA, one with the Trailblazers, one with the Celtics. He was an NBA MVP and a Finals MVP. NHL Game 3 Western Conference Finals. Stars beat the Oilers in Edmonton 5-3. They fell behind 2-0. Then Jason Robertson with a hat trick as Dallas grabs a 2-1 lead in the series.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Ample sunshine expected today with daytime highs approaching 79. Northwesterly winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Lows dip down to about 50. Tonight, mainly clear skies. High temperatures reach up to 78. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sun. Thunderstorms likely Thursday and Friday. Low 70s. Thursday, mid 70s by Friday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
There are many good reasons to pre-select your family memorial. During the month of June is one more good reason. Palmer Monument's After Memorial Day sale. Go and see Palmer Monument today, and when you bring the coupon from the newspaper, receive additional savings off their already reduced prices. Their goal is to assist you in selecting a memorial that best fits your family needs, and they'll save you money too. During the After Memorial Day sale at Palmer Monument Company of Broken Bow and Lexington.
It is 63 degrees under a sunny sky, a light northwest breeze. You couldn't ask for a nicer morning. You couldn't ask for nicer people than the 2 young ladies that are in this studio with us right now, Brent. They're some of the nicest people I know.
I agree.
Thank you, Dave.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Did you have a good weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
Did you just work or did you play? Combination thereof.
I played.
You played?
I played all weekend.
I just spent some time with some family.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Did you barbecue?
I did, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. You're one of the 25% in the country that did not barbecue.
I know.
Jody.
I guess we did on Sunday afternoon.
Check that off then. You barbecued. You're in the 75%. All right. Brent.
Hey, Dave.
We should confess something.
Oh?
Because I know...
I'm scared.
Yeah, you're scared.
We kind of led people to believe, and our previous guests, that we lift weights and work out. And we should come clean on this.
Okay.
You go ahead first.
What do you have to confess?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't necessarily work. I have been walking quite a bit.
Well, I know you've been walking,
but yeah, as far as working out,
lifting
with, weights and stuff, not so much.
Okay, same here. Yeah. And I haven't even been walking very much.
Yeah.
Been doing, around the yard a little bit and just things like that. But I haven't been lifting weights, although I still look like I do.
Well, yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
I think we lost Jody right there. She's like,
come back. I was trying to do a segue.
Okay, great. I can't wait to see where you're segueing to. But,
well, let me just tell you, at Off-Broadway Assisted Living,
yes,
there's plenty of room in the facility to walk.
Uh-huh.
And you also have the freedom, as a resident there, to take a walk. Even if you want to go to the wellness center and lift weights, you can do that. Now, are you eligible to live there? What's the age limit?
I don't think quite yet.
55 and older.
Okay, yeah, I'm a couple of years away. Less than 2 years away now.
Yeah.
Eek.
The point we're making here, folks, if I've lost you on this, is that you can be very active and live at Off-Broadway. And that's the way you guys like it, right?
Yes. We actually also do exercises every morning. We have exercises, and Julie switches it up a lot, so it's not the same thing every day. And then we also have exercise machines, and there's going to be more to that when we do expand. We're going to have more exercise equipment. So,
that's nice.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you do jumping jacks?
personally, or do they?
Oh, as long as we're
they
asking
do chair
both.
jumping jacks. So I've done chair jumping jacks with them.
Yeah.
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 A lot less strenuous.
Yes. And you got to be careful on your joints.
Yeah, you
know,
might
don't-
twist an ankle.
Impact. Yeah, impact. I think you better take over this interview.
Okay, well, where would you guys like to start? What are some of the things you'd like to talk about here this morning? Where do you want to start?
Well, actually, today we do have live entertainment today, and it's going to be Songs of the West, of the Wild West.
Oh, nice.
So it's going to be pretty exciting. I know that they've been there before, and the residents really enjoyed them. They're very entertaining, and so it's also open for, other people that want to come in, as long as you call us and let us know so we can make sure we have enough seats for you.
Okay. And what time is that?
At 2 p.m.
2 o'clock today?
Today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So mark your calendars for June 11th. We are hosting the Attorney General at the VFW building on scams and frauds. And the refreshments are provided, and that is at 1:30 in the afternoon. So make sure to mark your calendars for that. And then the 13th, we have a petting zoo from 4 to 7. And then on June 20th, we have Pearson Physical Therapy doing a presentation for us at 1:30. So if you'd like to come to that, please give us a call, let us know so we know that we have enough seats available.
All right. I love, I kind of sat through some of these presentations from Attorney General on the scams and everything.
Yes.
I think this is great that you're bringing this in, because some of the stuff that they share is just, it blows your mind. I mean, it literally blows your mind. And the information that they give is something that you can take for yourself or share with others. And that's really important, because certainly the age group that you guys deal with specifically, there's a lot of things out there that focus on that age group.
Yes.
Absolutely. You don't realize how much the scamming and the frauding touches every single person. So, it's not just for the elderly, just come on in. And I've heard of teenagers being scammed.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's sad, and we don't like to see it, and it's happening. So let's try to prevent it if we can.
Yeah, be prepared.
Yep.
I've got to ask, do we know some of the animals coming to the petting zoo?
I know that there's going to be like mini horse. I do know that. Oh, I don't have the list in front of me, so of course you would ask that. But I know it's pretty exciting. There's a lot of animals, but I do know for sure there's going to be a mini horse there.
That's
nice.
cool.
Yeah.
How about a giraffe? You can have a giraffe.
That I don't know. But you're tall enough, you could always dress up as one and join us.
I don't really know what sound it makes. I know
wow, that's a great
they
question.
eat a lot of food, but what does a giraffe sound like?
I don't know.
Does it make noise?
even when I go to the zoo, I can't remember ever hearing the giraffe make a noise.
Nope.
I don't know.
Yeah, and it's never on your kids' where it says moo.
Yeah.
The stuff that they play. It never shows a giraffe.
Yeah, it's not on Farmer Says or anything like that.
Yeah. It's a good question.
Thanks.
You never know what you're going to get asked, do you, Jody?
Nope.
Let's see. I know that we talk about Facebook a lot.
Yes.
I think you just announced a winner of your last Facebook prize. What's going on with Facebook? I know you guys work really hard on keeping that updated.
We do, and I was notified that again the scammers are after us. So,
oh, geez,
leading into that Attorney General thing, but we're trying. So, our next drawing will start June 1st. So be on the lookout for that, and that is for a mini grill.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So,
perfect.
Yeah. So be on the lookout for that.
Okay, good.
Be perfect for camping.
Yeah. Nice.
Just going out for the day.
And again, to get registered, you go to the Facebook page when it starts, and then you
like comment, and share.
Yep.
There we go.
You guys are good. I wonder, I was thinking about a hippopotamus.
At the petting zoo?
Yeah, wouldn't that be fun?
Well, I don't know.
I
don't know if I would reach out and try to pet a hippopotamus or not.
I hear they're mean.
I've heard that too, but I'd love to feel one of their teeth. You know, the tooth kind of sticks out there.
He's living on the dark side, ain't he?
Yeah. Dave's always kind of been on the edge.
Wouldn't you want to, if you had a chance and you saw a hippo and they have those teeth were sticking out, that you'd want to brush them?
Brush your teeth?
Yeah, no, you go, oh, that's got a little bit of green slime on it. Let me just brush that off for you.
Yeah.
Is that on your bucket list?
It is now.
Anything else, ladies, that you want to mention here this morning?
Just, if you're interested in coming and joining us as a resident, please call or stop in and take a tour, and let's discuss it. So,
you mentioned the mini pony, and I don't know how that relates to the expansion of your. But where do you have this petting zoo?
So I believe it's going to be on the back side of the building.
Okay.
So there's a huge kind of open area
out there.
And
on the west.
Yeah, the west side.
West side. Okay. All right. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited for it.
Yeah. You ever think about having a kangaroo?
I don't think that would be wise, because they're kind of aggressive as well.
They can be.
Yeah.
I guess they can really scratch you.
They can really box. They can box.
and they got claws in their feet.
Maybe if it was a baby kangaroo.
A baby kangaroo would be cute.
Yeah. Anything baby is cute.
That's true.
Maybe we could do a fundraiser for you. Dave boxes a kangaroo.
Oh, let's do
man,
it.
I think that'd be terrible.
Because Dave's got boxing experience. I don't know if you know that, but he actually has trophies from his Golden Gloves days. He brought in a trophy and even showed it to us.
Because you didn't believe him?
Yeah, I didn't, and I got to be honest, I had to get out a magnifying glass to actually see. It wasn't the biggest trophy in the world, but it was a trophy. It fit in the palm of your hand, but it was a trophy.
Well, it came from Loop City.
Yeah.
That's where it came from.
I can't picture you boxing. I really can't.
Well, they called me Sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
So where do I
Because
take
you
the
were
check
sweet?
to donate for the fundraiser?
Oh, Jody.
Just asking for a friend.
Yeah. So where is the expansion still in the works?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Just contractors, and the list goes on and on.
Yep. We just need to find a contractor to help us out. So.
Yeah. That's a challenge.
Yes,
these
it
days.
is.
So.
But won't the end result be wonderful?
Oh, it'll be amazing.
Yeah.
We're all
Absolutely
excited
amazing.
for it. Yeah.
Good.
Little sidebar question. Do you guys at the kitchen, do you ever get loaded potatoes? Do they ever serve loaded potatoes?
They serve potatoes
Yeah.
with butter, and you have sour cream on the side and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Twice baked potatoes?
I don't
know
know
if they've done those yet. Something to put on the menu to think about.
I'm writing this down. Because if I move in, I would really enjoy a loaded potato.
I love loaded potatoes.
Yeah. Fully loaded.
So you're moving in?
Well, if my wife has her way, yes, I'll be there soon. If she comes with me, not so fast, but and that's a nice thing. I think sometimes we get in our head that it's individuals that move to off-Broadway, but many times it's couples.
Yes.
It's people who just don't want to take care of their places anymore. Maybe it's the right time to sell their property. So it can be, couples, men and, men and women, I'm talking about guys that have been married,
Yes.
Yeah, they finally, when they want all the stresses of, the chores and stuff like that off their shoulders, and they just want to enjoy life with each other. Yeah, it's a great place to be, really.
Yeah. Well, that's it for me.
Okay. How about at Off-Broadway? Anything else you guys want to share, or do we touch on everything?
We're still looking for a full-time dietary manager assistant and a full-time night med aide.
Okay.
So just come in and apply and sit down and have a discussion with me.
All right. Sounds good.
And don't forget about the $99 special move-in. So we are still doing that.
Okay.
And that ends, is that going to go for a little while or just to the end of the month? Or
It's going to go for a while.
For a while?
Extend that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
Yes? You look like you want to say something.
Well, I was thinking about a mini zebra.
A mini zebra.
That would be cute.
I want a panda.
A panda. If you could have a choice of what you would pet at the zoo, what would it be, Brian?
Wow.
Man,
I haven't even thought of that. I don't know. I'm going blank. I'll be honest. Yeah, I mean, if it was, I would love to pet a tiger cub.
Oh, yeah.
See how soft they are?
Yeah.
That would be good.
I don't think I'd want a big adult tiger.
No.
But a tiger, a little tiger cub. I would love to pet one of those.
A black leopard.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah.
I'd want to hold a monkey. A little baby monkey.
Yeah.
That would be fun. As long as it doesn't throw poo at you.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to go there. Because monkeys can get a little wild.
Yes, they can. But they are so cute.
All righty then. Thanks, ladies. It's always
Thank
fun
you.
when you guys come in. I always
Thank
enjoy
you.
it.
Yes. You're good sports. Thank you.
Here's Springsteen, Working on a Dream. only. And there we are.
Hi, everybody.
There we are. And we're on the radio at the same time. Amazing. If you're hearing us okay, that's great. If you're not, Nebraska Land Hearing Center is where you might want to consider going. Roxanne is a board-certified hearing instrument specialist with over 35 years' experience right here in Custer County, located here in Broken Bow. If you're struggling with your hearing and you're worrying about missing out on conversations with family and friends at gatherings or just one-on-one, stop in and see Roxanne. She can help, and she has new Genesis AI technology hearing aids available now with styles that are comfortable, they're barely noticeable, they're waterproof, sweat-proof, everyday-proof, and when used with the MyStarkey app, deliver more benefits like health monitoring and fall detection. Now, here's what she offers to get you started. Free hearing evaluation and free office calls, free extended warranties on new hearing aids, extended discounts for buying local, pricing available in all budgets and technology, and free follow-up care and office visits. Now, I've had the opportunity to work with my aunt, Ann Roxanne, and all of those things that I listed are absolutely 100% true. And if you have any adjustments that you need for your hearing aids, she'll take care of that. If you have anything go wrong with your hearing aids, if they're under warranty, she'll take care of that. She provides service after the sales. It's a big deal with hearing aids, and Roxanne is an expert at it at Nebraska Land Hearing Center. Call her at 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. Located in the Broken Bow Chamber of Commerce building. If she's not there, leave a message with the folks there. She'll get back to you that way. But give her a call. That's the easy way to do it. 308-384-3852.
Are you looking for a great career? Well, BD in Broken Bow is hiring, and they would love to have you join their team. They offer competitive wages, a great team environment, and day one benefits. Some benefits include health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. To apply, go online to bd.com/careers. You can also attend open interviews every Wednesday from 3 to 4 in Broken Bow. Again, that's bd.com/careers, or again, stop in on Wednesdays between 3 and 4. That's BD in Broken Bow.
This just in to the breakfast show via the Facebook feed. Gregory says giraffes make a humming sound at night.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
I wonder what they hum.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is there a giraffe song?
I don't know. Maybe they hum "Lion Sleeps Tonight."
Maybe.
Well,
that'd be hard to hum.
Yeah, it'd kind of be hard. Yeah, hard to hum that.
So they make a humming sound at night. Well, thank you very much. We learned something today.
Yes.
Didn't we?
We did. Yeah.
Also, I want you to remember, you don't have to learn about it because it's been going on for a number of years now. It's a great event. Blowing the Doors Off Barbecue, Oconto, Nebraska, put on by the Oconto Volunteer Fire Department. And that is Saturday, June 1st from 5 p.m. until midnight. And they'll have live entertainment. And they'll have good food for a good price. Adults, $17 in advance, $20 at the gate. Children ages 5 through 12 are $10. And they're going to be having the live entertainment beginning with South Loop Sunrise. And following will be the James Lee Band from 8 until 12. They'll have raffles for great prizes, including a Traeger grill, a Henry Golden Boy rifle, a Remington 870 shotgun, a grocery cart beef and wine certificate also will be given away. And it's all sponsored by a lot of great businesses from the area. And the money raised will go towards the Volunteer Fire Department.
Coming up on June the 14th, the Broken Bow Area Rotary Club will be hosting the Rotary Service Above Self Golf Tournament. Fun little 9-hole tournament. It'll start at 1:30 on Friday, June 14th. It'll be at the Broken Bow Golf Club and Country Club. A little two-person scramble, $100 a team to get entered in. It will benefit Rotary and the Teammates mentoring programs here within our area. Mulligans for sale, flag prizes on every hole, free will donation for on-site food. They're going to actually start the grill in the morning and start serving hot dogs and hamburgers on the grill starting at 11 a.m. at the Broken Bow Golf Club. So maybe you don't want to or can't golf in the tournament, but maybe over your lunch hour you can come on out, have a hamburger or a hot dog, and make a nice donation to the Rotary Club and to the Teammates mentoring programs. It is scheduled for Friday, June 14th. Registration at 1 o'clock that day. Shotgun start at 1:30, but if you want to get involved, we encourage you to get registered ahead of time. I think that, the last report is it's kind of filling up a little bit. So email brokenbowrotary@gmail.com. Let them know you're coming and get your team registered. You can also call 870-2909. That is the Rotary Service Above Self Golf Tournament, little 9-hole tournament that starts at 1:30 on Friday, June 14th.
The Custer County Farm Service Agency is hiring. They're looking for a program technician to carry out office activities and provide technical assistance and program support so farmers and ranchers can understand and access FSA program benefits. Basic requirements include general office clerical work, record keeping, computer ability, organizational skills, and good public relations skills. The position offers health insurance, a 401k, and paid holidays, paid vacation, and paid sick leave, among other benefits. You apply online at usajobs.gov. Include the FSA in the keywords field and Broken Bow, Nebraska in the location field to find the position announcement. Then complete the online application. Deadline to apply is 10:59 p.m. Central Time on May 28th, 2024. That is today. So today's the last day you can apply. So get that done. For additional information about this position, ask for the director, Stevie, at 308-872-6877 at Custer County Farm Service Agency.
Also, coming up in the fall, Custer Christian School excited to announce that they'll be opening their doors on September the 4th. But right now is a time to enroll. So if you want to enroll your child at Custer Christian School, the enrollment deadline is June 15th. Dedicated to providing the youth of Custer County and surrounding counties with a balanced curriculum that will not only stimulate growth in academics, but also in Christ-centered values. So visit CusterChristianSchool.com to find out more information. You can also go to the website to enroll and learn more about Custer Christian School. Again, the enrollment deadline to enroll your child into Custer Christian School is June 15th.
Circle V Stitch-In Post, located north of Broken Bow on Paulson Road at 43920, is ready to go into summer with you, and even beyond that, thinking about fall activities. Now, this is wedding season, so they have the things you're going to need to give the best personalized gifts around, and things like towel sets, personalized for that happy couple, or if they're having a new baby, personalized towels and different things for the baby. They can do all of that. They carry letter jackets, top quality letter jackets that they can personalize just the way your student would like them for this fall, this year's school season. And Velma can help you create something that you're going to love. She has some new items, new apparels in stock, as well as she can order just what you need. Now, she will embroidery existing garments that you have or new garments that you have if they are the type of material and quality that will accept her stitching and look great. So be sure and check with her about that before you walk in and think it's going to happen without any looking at the garment. She'll need to look at it, is what I'm saying here. She'll do it if she can, but she doesn't want to put on something that would, bubble up and do different things if it isn't the right material. I don't know if bubble up's the right term, but pucker up, is that it? I don't know.
Yeah, you just got to make sure the garment will hold the stitching.
Yeah, and look nice.
Yep, and she can look at the garment and tell you if it'll do that.
Thank you.
You bet.
Call Velma at 872-6173. Quality custom embroidery at Circle V Stitch and Post. There you go, Brent.
Thank you. That's our business for the day, I think.
That's it. And we had some monkey business along the way, so we're running a little bit late, but that's normal. There's no set
time is so relative.
Well, for us, it works out nicely. If we were, I don't know, I could have played it. I guess we wanted to be the slave of the clock. And, you know, when we get people in here to talk to them and we're having fun or they have more information to pass along and we can get it in, we'll do it because we're a small town, locally owned, homegrown radio station. KCNI is celebrating its existence since 1949. Anniversary is coming up in September, which means KCNI will be 75 years old.
Man.
That's amazing.
It is. Yep.
I don't want to go any further than that because then I'll start feeling older, and I'm feeling pretty good right now.
Oh, good.
And I think you folks out there, there's still folks out there who remember when KCNI first went on the air 75 years ago.
Do you know what the first words spoken on KCNI were?
I don't. I really don't. Now, it was not 1280 AM for a while. When they first went on the air, they were on a temporary frequency until some things passed with the FCC, and then they could turn their power up. They were running like 200 watts or something like that when they started. And so I don't know. I really don't know. I do have some recordings of Georgia Crawford when they were celebrating some of their other anniversaries, and she was inviting people to that. And I have her resignation recording when she was stepping down. I have that, and a few other little clips. But I wonder if they recorded that when they went right on the air the first time.
I don't know.
They did. The tape probably burned up in 68 or 9 when the station caught on fire. So there's probably some pretty cool things that we lost in that fire that would have been great for the history of the station.
Yeah.
But anyway. Well, that's about it. I got to take a quick time out, and then we'll come back and close the show. I want you to hear about the Den Bar and Grill.
Sounds good.
And another little local, not a local note, a note from the network. Stay tuned.
There is a new bar and grill in central Nebraska in Hazard called The Den. The Den is open 11 a.m. to late night Wednesday through Saturday. There are daily lunch and dinner specials like prime rib night on Saturday. On Saturday, June 1st, there's live music with Brendan Kyle. Saturday, June 8th, live blues with J-Rod. And on Thursday, June 13th, from Saturday Night Live, Jeff Richards. For more info, call 407-694-1538 or call The Den in Hazard at 308-216-2454.
This is your Fungicide Performance Report brought to you by BASF. Today I'm speaking with Nebraska farmer Jeff Baker about Veltima and Revitec fungicide from BASF.
I've actually never had a trial with Revitec that Revitec hasn't won. I have also never had a trial with Veltima side by side with another fungicide that it hasn't won. It's hard to argue on my ground in my area when you have that kind of consistency. I don't know why I wouldn't use it at that point. With the Veltima, I had some fields that were standing, much easier to harvest. They didn't give up quite as quick. To be able to go through a field at full speed with a combine and not do it one direction at a mile per hour because it's all laying sideways is obviously worth something. No matter what the weather is, I feel like it's helping.
To find out more, contact your local BASF representative or go to revxfields.com.
Tomorrow we go to Oconto.
Okay.
For the Cliff and Dan show.
Look forward to that. Two great guys.